Hello everybody, Donovan Morgan here. How's everybody doing today? Beautiful day here. Birds are chirping. You guys can hear that in the background, along with some construction in the back. All right, so today, question of the day. Who do you rep? What does that mean? Who do you represent? Right? As an individual, not as a group, not as a company, not who you work for, not all that bullshit. Really, as in to yourself, who do you rep? Do you rep just yourself, your family, your culture, maybe the company you work for, superstar, sports athlete, whoever it may be? Who do you rep? So the next question is, that's just surface, right? Most people answer with surface related answers, right? Go deep. Go deep when you answer that question. Who do you rep? Ask the question, why do you rep whatever it is that you rep, right? Why? Why do you represent? Why do you represent your culture, your company, your superstar? What does that provide you? Right? Go deep. One thing that representing anything can do as an individual is that it can influence others around you. Right? What do I mean by influence others around you? So the way you act, the way you talk, the way you dress, right? Everybody sees first, sees and hears, and then they'll make a judgment, right? That's a form of representation. So, who are you trying to influence by the way that you're representing, whatever it is you're representing, right? Who are you trying to influence? Trying to be the tough person, trying to be the intellectual person, trying to inspire others for a cause. Who is it really? Ask yourself. Who are you trying to influence by the way you present yourself or represent? And then ask the deeper question. Again, we're going deep, folks. Why? Why do you do what you do? Why do you represent what you represent? Who are you trying to influence? Why? Why? Kind of like a kid. Growing up, babies, right? Why? But why? It's an endless question. But the deeper you go on answering that question, the better the answers become. The harder it is to answer, but it really gets into the deep emotional state that you're really trying to represent in the end. And so, by influencing people or a situation, you have the potential to leave behind a legacy. So do you want to leave behind a legacy? Right? Would you like to? Would it be nice? What do you think it'd be like? Right? If you could, what would be important enough for you to leave behind a legacy? Who do you want to leave it to? Family, friends, strangers? Hell, even change the world. Who says you can't? Right? Who says you can't be the next president? Why can't you change the world? Who's to say? Right? It only takes one idea, one person, to take that first step, to be able to influence others, to be able to make the change. That could potentially change the world. Game changer, folks. Game changer. Right? So with that in mind, what is it that you are doing right now in how you are repping or representing, allowing you to align with whatever your why is, right? Think about it. Go deep. Answer the questions truthfully, right? And so, if you were to answer those questions, and really answer them truthfully to yourself, you don't have to share this with anybody else. Right? Is the way you are repping, is the way you are influencing, right, needing to be adjusted? Right? You've answered the questions, you've looked at yourself. Is what you are doing aligned with what you are trying to do, the results that you are trying to achieve? If it's not, maybe you need to have some adjustments, right? Maybe make some tweaks here and there, maybe completely change. Who knows? It depends on the answers you tell yourself. And so, when asking these questions, I'll go through them again. Who do you rep? Who do you represent? Why do you represent whatever it is you represent? Who are you trying to influence, and why? What kind of legacy would you like to leave behind? To whom? And what would be important enough for you to leave that legacy behind? Again, this is personal, folks. This is where you go deep within you, within your heart, within your soul. What is it that you are wanting to leave behind and why? All right. And here's another one. Here's a kicker. If you, for whatever reason, can't answer those questions truthfully to yourself, right? Some people just can't, right? There may be questions or answers that are too painful for you to answer truthfully. Get a friend, get somebody close that you trust that would be able to call your bullshit. Call your bullshit what it is and ask the questions and get you to answer the questions truthfully. In the end, it'll help you. Will it be painful? Maybe, maybe not. But when you get deep into answers that you have a hard time answering yourself, it's probably going to be a little bit painful. Maybe shed a little bit of tears, some emotion. Let it out. Be you. Answer to you. You're the only one that can answer the questions. You're the only one that can take the actions to make what you want to have happen. All right. Okay, I love the emotion. That's just me. All right, gang. To the next video. Aloha.